Hi, my name's David Alemian, host of the It's About Money radio show. You know, I've been a life insurance agent for over 17 years, and I'm always asked questions about life insurance. Well, today the question is, buying life insurance basics for a spouse. Well, the first thing you should do is sit down with your spouse and include a life insurance agent to sit down with you in that conversation. And what you want to figure out is how much insurance you can afford on a monthly basis. In other words, how much of a premium can you afford to pay each month, month in and month out, even in those months where you have unexpected financial expenses. And we all have those months because your premium will still be due on that month too. Then the other question to ask is, how would the death of the spouse financially impact the family? What I mean by that is to figure it out, example A, does the spouse stay at home and take care of the children? Well, if that's the case, what would it cost to provide care for those children should something happen to that spouse? Another question is, does the spouse work outside the home and earn an income? Because what would it take to replace that income? Because you would lose that income in the event of the death of the spouse. Or is it a combination of both? When you figure out the answers to these questions, it'll at least put you in the right direction. Now, the next thing you want to consider is, do you want permanent insurance or do you want term insurance? You see, permanent insurance has many benefits that term insurance simply can't provide. Now, term insurance is a good tool, and that's what insurance is. It's a tool to solve a problem. But permanent insurance can give you other benefits that you may not have considered while still solving the problem of buying insurance for a spouse. For example, if you own a home and you have an interest in principal mortgage, you could talk to a mortgage broker and ask him to refinance your mortgage to the lowest possible payment. Then you take the savings and put that savings into a life insurance policy on the spouse. What have you just done? You've taken out a policy on the spouse without taking any extra money out of your monthly budget. And even more importantly, if it's a permanent life insurance policy, you are now building a cash value that you can save and use for tax-free retirement income in the future. You can also use that cash value to help pay for your child's college education. There are so many things that you can do with a permanent policy that you simply can't get done with a term policy. So these are some of the basics. So basically, sit down with your spouse and a life insurance agent and figure out how would that impact, the death of the spouse, impact the family financially, and then figure out what's the best type of policy and best way to get it done. My name is David Alemian, and for answers to other questions about insurance, check out some of my other videos. Thanks for watching.